my name is Kara for those who don't know me. And first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for taking time away from your families, taking time away from your busy lives, to listen to what I'm passionate about and listen to what my team is passionate about, and that is coaching, something that has completely changed my world. It is so weird for me to sit here in front of a camera, with a big smile on my face talking about this, because it wasn't long ago, you guys. It was less than 3 years ago. I was actually laying in my bed, completely miserable, completely overwhelmed. I was overweight. I was on a medical leave from work. Just the day-to-day was very, very difficult for me. If you don't know anything about my story, my husband and I had suffered for many, many years with infertility, and we had been through it all. If you guys know anything about the infertility world or IVF, my husband and I went through it all. For about 3 years, back to back, I did treatments. The treatments would work, and then I would lose the baby. It was just like this roller coaster every single month of hope and despair, like hope, just like praying that this was the time I would get pregnant. This is the time I would make my husband a father, a dad. That's all I wanted. And then the despair when either it wouldn't work or it would work and I would lose the baby. I had so much shame. It was the worst time in my life. We had just built this home, and I didn't even own a mirror because I couldn't stand the reflection of myself in the mirror. It was a hopeless time for me. It was very, very challenging. And I remember scrolling Instagram, laying in bed as we kind of do, and I was just like fixated on this woman. She was like this like badass fitness mom, and she had tattoos and pink hair, and she was just like this light for me. She was incredibly confident, and she just like spoke to me, and I had no idea what she did or what she was all about, but for some reason I was just really drawn to her, and I kind of just like wanted what she had. I remember one day she did a call to action to join a group of hers. I had no idea what it was. I was just like, I just wanted to get close to her. I needed that kind of positivity in my life. So I signed up. Lo and behold, 10 days later, the 21-day fix showed up at my door, and I was like, oh shit, like now I have to like get my life together. This is like a sign, Kara, like come on, like you need to make a change in your life. I dove into the 21-day fix. It's important to tell you that it took me like 6 or 7 times to complete it without cheating, without failing, without quitting. It was really, really hard for me. But I have such a connection with that program for numerous reasons, but mostly because when I was on a medical leave, that was like my one thing. I was like, Kara, if you do your workout with Autumn, you can go back to bed. Or, if you can get through the day today without cheating on the nutrition plan, then, you can go buy yourself something. That was like kind of like my focus and helped me get out of my funk. And over time, I did really well on the 21-day fix. I lost about 35 pounds that I had gained in our fertility struggles. I felt so confident. I felt so alive. I felt like I was getting the real me again, and I love that. And I didn't want to lose that. And so that's how I got introduced to Beachbody, was just simply by being a customer. And, long story short, that medical leave that I had been on rolled into a parental leave, because even though we weren't able to conceive naturally, my husband and I have grown our family through adoption. And it happened so quick. It's like we blinked and I had 2 babies, 2 beautiful babies, around 1 year old. And that parental leave was coming to an end. And you guys, like, I did not want to go back to work. I dreaded it every single day. I know there's a time in every woman's life where they have to make a decision if they're gonna stay home with the kids or go back to work. Because maybe, a few reasons, but because maybe we worked so hard to have a family, I didn't wanna, put 2 babies in daycare and go to a job that I wasn't really thrilled about. I had a good job. I had a great job. I worked for Alberta Health. I did assessments for seniors with special needs. It kind of like checked the boxes of what a good job could be, right? I got a good pay. I had flexible hours. I had, I got my 3 weeks holidays. I had a pension. It was a secure government job, but it was still kind of just like, meh, for me, like sitting in a cubicle. It wasn't like a passion of mine. And it was hard to give up, right? So in the meantime, because I didn't want to go back to work, I was looking at different ways I could stay home with my babies, but I still needed to make money. Because if you guys know anything about fertility and fertility cost, it's buku bucks. And it's like we blinked, you guys, and my husband and I in fertility debt alone racked up over $55,000, and that was really scary to us, and we had no plan to pay it off. So I had no choice. I had to make money. But like I said, I didn't really want to go back to work. I didn't want to leave my babies, and I didn't want to like go back to kind of that environment, that corporate environment that I truly believe kind of contributed to that downward spiral I had been in, 3 years ago. So because I fell in love with fitness, I was feeling so good. I wanted to continue doing that. I looked at being a nutritionist, but we didn't have the money for me to go back to school, or the time, right? I looked into being a personal trainer, but the gym environment wasn't really for me anymore, and I wasn't really inspired by how much personal trainers make. If you're a personal trainer, like, it's a very commendable job, of course, but I needed potential. And I looked into being a yoga instructor because I looked into numerous ways. And in the meantime, because of that same light that drew me into my coaches group with the 21 Day Fix, I started following these other coaches, and I just really loved the Beachbody community. And I started seeing these girls like have a lot of success with Beachbody, and I saw them like going on trips and like talking about what they were doing and like retiring from their jobs and like all this amazing stuff. And I was like, what? Like, what is this thing? And my coach had asked me numerous times, she's like, Kara, you love these groups, you should be a coach, or you love these programs, or you're advertising for me. Why don't you become a coach? And I was like, I really brushed it off. I was like, girl, I got a degree and I went to university, and I was kind of like a snob about it, but it just kept speaking to me. And it just kept coming back to me. And I was just like, hey, like, I gotta look into this. Like, is this actually possible? I was very hesitant. I was very skeptical. But the more I learned about it, I was just like, my heart was really drawn to it. I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand all the details, but my heart was just like, Kara, like, you could do this, or I think you could be really good at this. Like, you should go for this. And I thank God I listened to that instinct, because I did. I signed up as a coach. My husband laughed at me, and that was less than 3 years ago, you guys. Less than 3 years ago. I'm so proud to say that because of coaching, my life has completely changed in so many ways. I've been able to keep off the weight that I gained through our fertility treatments. I'm surrounded by this incredible community, friends that I've met from all over North America, who some are now like my closest girlfriends. I didn't have to go back to work. We paid off all our debt. We're a debt-free family. I brought my husband home from work, and we all stay home now, and my husband is now able to pursue, sorry, I don't mean to get emotional, but it's just so crazy. He's able to pursue his goals, and we travel like 6 times a year, and it's so crazy for me to think this is my life now, because 3 years ago I had no hope. And now we're living the life of our dreams because I trusted my instinct, and I led with my heart, and I just jumped in and see where it was gonna go. So that is kind of my story of how I got involved with coaching, where I am now. If you're here for the discount, or if you're here to just like, maybe make a side income, or maybe you're here like me who want to like see what you can really do with this and go all the way and just pour your heart into it, I want you to know that you're in good hands. And if I can do this, like a mom from Spruce Grove can do this, I want you to believe that you can do it too. I truly believe that what it takes to make this a career or make this something really cool for your family is simply the belief in yourself, that if you work really, really hard and you work at yourself every single day, magic can happen and you can make anything happen. And I'm proof of that. And that is so crazy for me to say now, but I truly believe in this. I think it's a gift, and I'm really excited to have you here. That's my story into coaching. I apologize for getting emotional, you guys. It probably won't be the last time. I've composed myself. So thank you so much for listening to my heart today. I hope it spoke to you. And girl, like if you have any inkling in your gut that you could turn this into something cool for your family, or you just really need the community to surround yourself with at this time in your life, whatever you're going through, I promise you that you're not going to regret it. Let's jump right into how this business works. People ask me all the time, like, hey, I know the fluff, I know the community, I know it's great. Like, how do you actually do this as a job? How do you do this as a full-time? How do you earn a full-time living, Kara? So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to be talking about how this business works. Mostly I'm going to be focusing on how much it costs to be a coach, how we earn income, and how much time it's going to take to grow your business. So let's just jump right in. Let's jump right into how this business works. People ask me all the time, like, hey, I know the fluff, I know the community, I know it's great. Like, how do you actually do this as a job? How do you do this as a full-time? How do you earn a full-time living, Kara? So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to be talking about how this business works. Mostly I'm going to be focusing on how much it costs to be a coach, how we earn income, and how much time it's going to take to grow your business. So let's just jump right in. So to sign up as a coach, all you need to do is purchase a challenge pack, okay? So most of my coaches sign up with the All Access Challenge Pack because that way you have all the programs, every single program Beachbody has ever created, and also all the brand new ones launching in 2017. You'll get Shakeology for 30 days, which is amazing. And you'll get the Portion Fix container system, which is like the containers that we use for the nutrition programs we follow. That also covers your fees in your first month as a coach, okay? That's with the challenge pack. Right now they're on sale for $186, which is crazy, amazing value, you guys. And that's gonna get you set up. Let's talk about your business fees. The only mandatory fee for you as a coach with Beachbody is $18 a month. When I heard that, I was like, pardon? $18 a month and I can have my own business. Like, that to me blows my mind. I used to pay $200 a month to park my car to go to a job that I didn't like. And now I run my Beachbody business for $18 a month. That covers all of the tools that we have access to as a coach. So we have websites, we have mobile apps. Beachbody is very technology advanced company. So we have mobile apps, we have a coach online office that we have access to, and then also all the training that they provide is all included. I think that's amazing. I have a business degree, and I always thought that to start a business, I would need like, a lot of inventory and overhead and research and development and all the things that go into starting a business. Beachbody takes care of all of that for you, and we pay them $18 a month, which is amazing. So $18 a month gets you set up. With that being said, most coaches also use the products as well, right? So anything over and above that is totally up to you. Most coaches drink Shakeology themselves or use maybe some of the performance line. There's amazing products, right? That's probably why you're in this group, because you've already had a taste of the integrity and the quality of the products. So to give you an idea, my cost all in is less than $200 a month. That's what I pay. In return for my investment into my business, I have the tools that I need in my own journey, okay? Let's talk about how we earn money. Okay, so I know some people don't like talking about income. They're like, it's like taboo. I have no problem. I always share the numbers with my team. I always like to share the potential At the end of the day, you guys, we all have bills to feed. We all have bills to feed. We all have bills to pay. We all have mouths to feed. There's numerous ways that you can earn income with Beachbody. I'm gonna focus on the two that can expect in your first year as a coach. The first one is commission income. So anything that you sell from Beachbody, anything that somebody purchases off your website, every time you sign somebody up, Beachbody pays you 25%. And that is amazing. To give you an idea, for challenge packs, you're gonna get paid between about $50 to $75 per challenge pack. And my very first month, I got paid. My pay was $220. And you guys, I have to say, I thought that was amazing because I was like, I can be a part of this community and I can get a discount on products that I already love, and I can help, you know, a few people a month and make money and like stay committed and stay accountable. I was like, I thought I hit the lotto, you know? And over time, my goals have obviously changed. And to give you an idea, my goal was always to help at least 5 people a month. I helped a lot of people get results. I helped, you know, I worked on myself really, really hard, worked on my business really, really hard. And from challenge pack sales alone by 6 months, I was making over $2,000 a month. Now, I cannot guarantee that that's what you're gonna make. This is not some like get rich quick weird thing where you can come in and it's like I worked my ass off, to be honest with you. Like I said, I had a big why. I had a husband that was working out of town that I never saw. We had a lot of debt. We were drowning in debt, and I got to work. So that I just want to show you the potential from running challenge groups every single month without fail, helping a lot of people, working on myself, starting to slowly open up and share my own journey to connect with other people, which was really, really hard for me to do. What I discovered was in helping a lot of people, they were also starting to get results too, right? And they started coming to me and saying like, Kara, like, do you think I could be a coach too? Like, I've lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds plus. People were starting to ask them what they were doing, and they wanted to be coaches themselves, right? And so I grew my team really, really authentically. I had a lot of fear about growing a team. I'll throw that out there. I didn't have a lot of confidence in my coach or what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I just wanted to help people get results. And I started to slowly grow a team. And when I did that, I unlocked the second the second way that you're going to earn income in your first year, and that's through something called a team cycle bonus. To get a team cycle bonus with Beachbody, you need to have 2 coaches on your team, okay? And I'll just say my first 2 coaches were my husband and my sister. They wanted to support me. My very first team cycle bonus was $14. And again, I was like, you know, that's 3 Starbucks drinks. That's amazing. And again, because I've been very, very consistent in helping people with results, very, very consistent in slowly growing my team. And then now, you know, helping my team see success, teaching my team what I did to start my business, then now my team cycle bonuses have grown exponentially. I mean, at the time of this recording, I'm on track this year, you know, mostly from team cycle bonuses and still commission income alone. I'll make 3 times the amount that I used to make with Alberta Health, you know, doing something I love. So the potential is crazy. You have to work really, really hard. I cannot promise you how much money you're gonna make as a coach, but what I will say is that your income is gonna be a direct reflection of the amount of people that you help out there, which I think is an amazing way to earn a living. So to give you an idea, in my experience and when I've seen success on my team, you can build a successful business if you are committed to investing at least an hour a day into your Beachbody business. You can grow a successful business, okay? With that being said, I spent a lot more time in that because in my first year, you guys, I was starting from scratch. I had no social media following. I didn't use social media. I didn't know anything. Okay, I had to learn everything. I learned a lot of things the hard way, and that's okay. I make it much easier now on my team. But I can't tell, like, I spent a lot of late nights like researching how to do this, how to run groups, you know, how to talk to people, how to like make images. Like, I knew I was starting from ground zero. And I invested a lot of time. Today, my goal is to have my work done in between 4 to 6 hours a day. Okay, like I said, I'm a six-figure earner. I have big goals in the business, so I invest more time. Love what I do. It doesn't really seem like work. But today my goal is to have my work done in 4 to 6 hours a day. Sometimes I work more, sometimes I work less. Sometimes I have periods of hustle, right? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go on vacation for 2 weeks and still get paid. Like the coolest thing is that you get to build this around your family's life. You get to build this around your family's goals, okay? Your time in is going to be a direct reflection of your goals. You get to decide what your goals are, not me, not your neighbor. You get to decide what you want from this, and then I'm going to tell you what you need to do to achieve that goal. So I hope that gives you guys a really good idea of how this business works. I'm really excited. I could talk about this all day long, but I'm going to leave it here, and I hope we talk real soon. Bye!